you were born today, what would life be like in the year 2020 in the world's greenest city? Let's take a peek at Vancouver in 2020. In the morning, as you eat breakfast, you remember the lady you met with the curly hair who grew your strawberries on her rooftop farm, and the man who baked your cereal at the food store near your friend Kara's house. You and your parents head out together. Since your school is on the way to their jobs in a place that sounds like a spaceship, what do they call it? A green enterprise zone? On the way, your dad talks with a neighbor about his renovations and his plans to stop heat from escaping through the roof and windows on your house. Is heat like a pet bird or a cat slipping out at night, you wonder? Your mom explains that it helps with something called energy efficiency and prevents climate change. Once you're on the bike path, there's lots to see. There's a new building that's going to have plants growing on the walls and the roof when it's done. Your mom is working on it too, but her job is to help connect that building with other ones in your neighborhood so they can share energy that doesn't produce pollution. But you can't see it because it's underground. At lunch, you check on the trees your class helped plant last week. When they get big enough, people will pick the plums and apples and take them to the food center for sharing with the neighborhood. Maybe they'll be ready when you check again tomorrow. In the afternoon's current events lesson, your teacher says the city is celebrating because Vancouverites, that's you, reached their goal to produce 50% less garbage than they did 10 years ago. That's before you were even born, so it's hard to imagine what things used to be like. After school, your mom has errands to run on the way home. First, there's the coffee shop to drop off all the reusable cups she's been collecting on your kitchen counter, and then the farmer's market with the strawberry lady, and then to the library where you run into Kara. That night, you ask your parents about the time before you were born. What was it like? Well, they say, let me tell you the story. It started with a Greenest City Challenge, a friendly global competition about some serious issues that were happening to our climate. They created a vision with 10 long-term goals, and they talked to a lot of different people about how to get there. Community members like us, advocates, thought leaders, business leaders, and researchers. But the work wasn't over yet. They had to make plans and decisions about how to get there. You can learn more about this story at talkgreenvancouver.ca.